What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You guys are new here. My name is Nuriel and this here is Jaxon. Today's video, I'm going to show you guys some basic commands as well as the whole entire process of how I teach Jaxon new tricks and reward good behavior. Good boy, Jaxon. So as you guys can see, he's not really doing anything right now, but the one thing that I do like about him right now is that he's calm. Aussiedoodles in general, if you have one or have researched or are beginning to research or want to look into one, Aussiedoodles are very hyper, very nippy, very energetic, and a calm behavior is something that I am really enforcing at an early age for Jaxon here. So Jaxon is a 4.5-month-old Aussiedoodle. I'm going to be showing you guys some tricks that he's learned at 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks that he's already gotten down, and again the entire process and how I kind of taught him those tricks and behaviors. And I'm also going to show you guys some tricks that he's continuing to learn at this moment. So we're going to start with the most basic command that I think all dogs should learn first. What the argument with come here is sit, right? So sit is something that it's new to a dog. Like, I can't remember how I kind of taught Jaxon, but from what I remember, he naturally sat in a sit position. And what I would do is say sit as he was already in that position and kind of reward him for sit. And again, like all the tricks slash rewards, so you always got to be consistent. He's 4.5 months old right now, and ever since 8 weeks, still continue to have him sit. And that especially goes for things like before you're going outside or before your food or before a treat, like you have him sit or do a trick. Right now, Jaxon kind of is down, he's very calm, so as you guys see throughout this entire video, I'm going to be rewarding him because he's so calm. He's not barking, he's not whining, he's not getting all on top of me, and I trust me, like he does that a lot. Yeah, let's start with the basic one, and what I usually do to kind of like reset. Come here. Sit. Good boy, good boy. Yes. So again, when you are training your dog, you want to have some sort of indicator that he or she did a great job, or what he or she is doing is the right thing to do. So again, you can do it with treats, but again, what I usually say is, like, some people use clicker training. They say they click, yes, give the treat. As you see, he's kind of going to a down position. The second trick he's learned. But back what I was saying is, like, you need an indicator, a verbal indicator besides food, because eventually you want to get away from the food. You want him to be able to do this without a bag in your hand or him seeing that you have food. Food is a very big motivator, but at the end of the day, like, you're not gonna have food on you all the time. When I give him a treat, I say good boy. That is his indicator that what he did is right. So good boy, Jaxon. The second trick that I taught Jaxon is down or lay down. That was a little bit hard because I didn't want to force him into the sit position. I didn't really teach him how to do it. I kind of, again, going back to sit and how I rewarded him for already being in that position, I did the same thing with down. I made sure that he was already down, caught him when he was doing that, and then rewarded him for being in that down position. So as you can see, Jaxon, like, unlike most dogs, he kind of goes down backwards. All right, come here, come here, come here. Sit, down, good boy. So you see how the back of his body went first instead of his paws forward. The third trick that I taught Jaxon was stay and stay or wait. I think I mixed up the two, but I call this one stay. He knows the word stay. And stay is basically like I would have him stay in a position, and until I say so, I would snap my fingers, and then he would release. That's my release cue word into going or coming here or moving, basically. Sit. Good boy. So I have him in a sit position. Again, like everything I do, sit is always one of the first things I have him do, just for consistency, and so it's really embedded into his brain. And I can tell you, like, he sits all the time, which is awesome. Stay. So I'm putting some treats here, and already he's kind of like looking like I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Again, the cue word, cue indicators for me to snap my fingers. Stay. Good boy. He's not doing anything. It also kind of, side note, this also teaches him to be very calm, to calm down if he's very energetic. Good boy. Good boy, Jaxon. Good boy. Good boy. So how I kind of taught that is First, I had him stay in one spot and then reward him for being in that spot in a sitting position or a down position, and rewarding him for how long he stays in that position as I walk away. So I would walk away, as I'll demonstrate right now. Stay. Good boy. Take one step back, wait a little bit, and he's kind of in that same position. If he starts moving towards me, of course I'm not going to give him the treat, because I'll show him that that's what he needs to do to get the treat. But again, I'll step one step back, stay, good boy. He's not moving. Basically do that until he has stayed somewhat down. And then for the release word, how I did that is if he starts moving his feet, I would use that right before he moves his feet and then reward him. So then subconsciously he thinks that moving his feet is gonna reward him by the click of this indicator, this cue word. It could be a snap, it can be okay. Some people use okay. Yes, good boy. Some people use okay as their cue word. I just like to snap because I'm just like that. So yeah, that's how I taught stay. This is very helpful in calming Jaxon down, just because he is so energetic again, so hyper. He has those zoomies probably 2 to 3 times a day. He gets crazy, he gets nippy, and by having him sit, having him stay, being focused on one thing, it calms down his heart rate, it calms down his entire body, and yeah, it really helps a lot for owning an Aussiedoodle. Good boy. The next trick that I kind of taught Jaxon is spin. So how I would teach spin is basically hold this food in front of him and then have him follow it in a circle and say spin every time he did a full loop, as shown. Here, spin. Good boy. Good boy. So he kind of does it automatically, but again, at the start, they're just gonna follow the food around in a circle, and just make sure before you give him the treat, you say the word spin as the indicator word, cue word. So now, again, as you guys can see, all I really have to do is kind of just go like that, not even do a full circle, just a little half circle here and there, and then he'll do the little rotation. Spin. Good boy. Good boy, Jaxon. Good boy. A little side note is these take time. I've been staying consistent with these tricks for basically almost 2 months now. You gotta be consistent. You have to always use positive reinforcement. Always, make it a big deal when they do something exciting or something that you want. Good boy, Jaxon. And ignoring all the bad behaviors, right? So if he doesn't get it right, that's okay. Wait a little bit, start over again. It takes a lot of patience, especially with an Aussiedoodle dog. Next trick that I just recently taught him in 2 to 3 weeks was paw or shake, or however you want to call it. My cue word is paw. And that one was actually kind of easy. He learned this in like probably 2 to 3 days. And now he's got it down like that. Paw. Good boy. Good boy, Jaxon. Good boy. So how I kind of taught paw is I would, of course, they don't naturally know how to put up their paw. So what I would do is have him go in a sit position or a down position, and I would grab his paw, shake it, and say paw, and then reward him. I would do that probably 2 to 3 times a day. I'm doing that over time, and again, being consistent, keyword consistent, they will learn sit. They will learn to do that on their own, just like Jaxon has. Good boy. And as you guys can see, don't tell me about it in the comments, but I know he needs a haircut. It's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Good boy. The next trick that he's still continuing to work on and is, I think, very helpful for a lot of people is heel. So I don't know if I got this mixed up with the word heel, but heel is the cue word. And basically when I say heel, I want him to walk at my heel or walk alongside me, alongside my knee. And this is very helpful in terms of off leash training, and also with the leash. You don't want your dog to be pulling the leash or tugging or lunging or anything like that. Heel, heel. Good boy, good boy. Heel, good boy, heel. Good boy. Good boy, Jaxon. Good boy. You want this treat? Good boy. I think he's getting a little bit tired from his session right now, but As you guys saw, still a work in progress. He's not that quite close to me, but he has kind of gotten the hang of being on the right side. Either side works for healing. I think I know the traditional side is on the left side, but personally I kind of just like the right side for, I don't know, weird reasons. And yeah, I hope that these tips / advice help you prepare for welcoming an Aussiedoodle into your family, and also for those that may have some trouble training their already owned Aussiedoodle. Jaxon, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Please leave us a like below. Let us know if you guys enjoyed this video, if there's anything else that you guys want to see us do or learn about. Leave us a comment below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Tell your dogs you love them. Jaxon, I love you, and have an amazing day.